If you suffer from insomnia, this video is for you. In this video I'm going to be talking about films that are guaranteed that will help you go to sleep, because these films are so boring, so they should help you. If you put them on late at night watching them, you should fall asleep pretty easily, guaranteed, because I fell asleep watching all these films which I'm going to recommend to you today. Alright, so starting off with The Matrix. Alright, now watching this film, I was so hyped for it. I was so hyped to watch this film when it came out in 2021. But when I went to the cinema to watch it, I fell asleep. The film was so boring, man. It wasn't as good as the original ones that came out ages ago. And it wasn't just me who was sleeping in the cinema. There was a guy behind me who was actually snoring, and him snoring just tipped me over the edge because I was already falling asleep. But then that just sent me to sleep, and then I woke up towards the end. I still haven't even watched the full film. So if you wanna fall asleep, if you're suffering from falling asleep, put this film on before you go to bed, and I'm sure it'll help you go to bed. I don't see how you can watch this film and stay awake. Yeah. Alright, so some people may find this controversial. I know a lot of people who like this film, Oppenheimer. For me personally, when I watched this film, I fell asleep, man. To me, it was just so boring, man. It dragged. It's 3 hours long, and it's like, it's like, why am I even watching this? I think they hype it up as like, obviously there's a lot of talk around like who started the nuclear bomb and stuff like that. But me personally, like watching this film, it was just so boring, man. Unless like you're just a history nerd to like the gills, then I'll recommend it for you. But if you're looking to watch something that will guarantee you fall asleep, I recommend watching this, man. It's so boring. It's like, I feel like a lot of directors forget that films, even historical films, at least need to have some element of like fun in them, man. Like, cause watching these, it's just, man, I'm so glad I didn't watch this in cinema and I watched this illegally, because I would have fallen asleep in the cinema. No way I would have been in the cinema watching this for 3 hours and not fallen asleep or walked out, or just, I don't know. I'd rather watch. I know there was a debate between this and the Barbie film. I would rather watch the Barbie film, to be honest. That might be more entertaining. So the next film that I guarantee will put you to sleep will be this one, Napoleon. Man, when the trailer came out for this film, I was so hyped, because I'm a big fan of, not a big fan, but I find Napoleon a very interesting character to study. Very interesting personal history to study. Obviously former Emperor of France. Lived an interesting life, and I thought the film would be very entertaining. Watching this was just so boring. It was. Well, I watched this in cinema, I fell asleep, I woke up, and I was like, you know what, why am I even here? Like, I just walked out of the cinema, man, and I still haven't even watched the whole film, and I'm not even interested in watching the whole film. So I guarantee you that if you watch this 9 o'clock, it's late, so like if you're suffering from sleeping issues, put this film on. I guarantee you go to bed, you have a nice nap, because this film was just so boring, man. They need to redo this film. They didn't do Napoleon justice. Right, so the next film that will guarantee you a good night's sleep is this one here, Battle Angel. Now this film came out in 2019, and I went to watch this in the cinema. This film was so boring, my god, man. It was probably one of the worst films I've ever watched in cinema, and it would have put me to sleep, but the only reason I wasn't asleep was because the person I was with, someone, so it kept me awake, should I say. But if I was just there by myself or with a friend, guaranteed falling asleep. And this film just drags, my god, it's so long. And I want to put money up, actually. Like, if you can watch this film, say like if you start watching this film at 10 o'clock, if you can watch this film at 10 o'clock and still be awake by the time the film's over, man, I will give you £10 or something like that. I'm willing to put money that there's no way you can watch this film at like 10 o'clock, 9 o'clock when you're already tired and still stay awake. Yeah, if you have insomnia, man, watch this film, and I guarantee you it will put you to sleep. Okay. Now this one is going to be controversial. A lot of people love the John Wick films, and to be honest, there are some good moments in the film. But the problem with the John Wick films is that there's so much action, it becomes kind of monotonous in a way. And I've fallen asleep watching every single John Wick film. You know, because there's just so much action scenes that I feel like it sort of acts in like a negative way, because you just sort of just get used to the action in kind of a way. And I know people love these films, but me personally, man, I don't like watching these films. And if I was to watch this at 10 o'clock or 9 o'clock, I'm going to bed. Like, I'm going to sleep when I'm watching it, because it's just, there's nothing, I don't feel like the storyline's engaging. It's nothing that will keep you awake, really. Unless like you're just a hardcore action fan, you love this type of thing, then I can see you staying awake. But me, Garrett, personally, watching these films, man, just put me to sleep, man. The plot to me is just, the plot is just so basic, you know what I mean? And the action scenes are just, for me, it's just monotonous. It's just the same thing every time. John Wick killing everybody. And to be honest, I'm just tired of watching these films. And when I'm watching the films, I go to sleep. And I guarantee you, if you're suffering from insomnia and you watch these films 9 o'clock at night, if you don't sleep, I'll be shocked. Because anytime I was watching this with my uncle, and he fell asleep like 30 minutes into the film. I fell asleep a bit later as well. So yeah, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, give it a like. If you didn't enjoy it, don't worry about it. If you disagree with my opinion, I'd love to know why. I think a lot of people are gonna disagree with like the John Wick one. For me personally, I don't like the John Wick series. To me, it's so boring. It's monotonous, and I've never been into it. I don't know why people like it, but you know, I mean, I can see why people like it. Sorry, but yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video, and have a nice day.